Yes. So what is the next topic? Non-stoichiometric semiconductors. So what it is, the number of positive and negative ions is not, okay, not exactly in the ratio as indicated by the chemical formula. If you take example the compound AB, how it is there, look, it will not have the same number of A and B's in the compound. Next, mainly what we will be using in the non-stoichiometric semiconductors, like which metals we will be using? Mainly transition elements. What? Transition elements. So transition elements will be showing what? Variable oxidation states. So if you take a nickel, what happens? It will be showing +2 and +3 oxidation state. So we cannot exactly say what is the ratio of this. So it will be changing. So those compounds we will be simply calling it as the non-stoichiometric semiconductors. Compared to the stoichiometric semiconductors, we mainly use the non-stoichiometric semiconductors. Okay. Next, if you see, these compounds will have what? Defects. Sometimes we will be creating the defects so that the electricity should be electricity should be producing, or sometimes it will be having its own defects. So mainly we have two types. What are those? N-type and P-type. So if you see the N-type, see, N-type means what? N-type are which carriers? We already studied these things before, N-type and P-type. In N-type, who will be having, like who is there in N-type? Electrons, very good. In P-type, who will be there? Word, very good. What? Holes. Holes is nothing but, it is a place of where electron is missing. Hole is nothing but what? If any electron is missing in a place, that place we will call it as a hole. So N-type means which carriers? Electrons. P-type is nothing but holes. So if you see, these compounds may have either anion vacancies or extra cation occupying the interstitial sites. Interstitial sites. So first is what? Anion vacancies. Anion vacancies means, anion means negative or positive? Negative. So we'll see the vacancy means negative charge is missing there. Okay, vacancy means what? Empty, or like we can use empty, right? So there which charge is missing? Negative charge. Or next, B is what? Extra cations occupying the interstitial site. Okay. So what is like extra cations means what? Positive. So how we are having extra positive charges are having in the once more. So if you observe these places you will call it as a interstitial sites or interstitial places. So we will be having extra cations, that means extra positive charges in our interstitial places. And you can see this empty circle, right? This site you will call it as a lattice site. What? You have to remember these words. The particular circle or this one, yeah, will be known as lattice site, and this area you will call it as a interstitial site. Now our extra ions are found in where? Interstitial sites. Okay. Next. Yeah. The anion vacancy. When we will be getting our anion vacancy? Arises when the negative ions. Anion means which charge? Negative. So the anion vacancy arises when the negative ions are missing. Understood the line? Yes. When negative charge is missing, what will be arising? Anion vacancy. Next, from the lattice site. From lattice site means what now? This is interstitial. See, electron is present in which site now? Electron, interstitial site. And this site is lattice site. So our negative charge is missing in which site? Lattice site. Okay. However, it is electrically neutralized by the extra electrons. However, it is neutralized by the extra electrons, and these extra electrons are what? Charge carriers. These extra electrons are nothing but charge carriers. Yes, now what is a p-type? Now in p-type, who will be the charge carriers? Like we have discussed in before. Who? Holes. So see, holes means what? What I said hole means? Missing of electrons. So in p-type semiconductors, holes are the charge carriers and metals showing the variable valency. What I said? Variable valency. That means who will be showing these, like this condition, variable valency? Which metals? Transition metals. So are able to form this type of compounds. And these compound cations are mainly, like we have seen the example, right? Ni. So how the oxidation states will be varying, +2 and +3. So we are taking example of nickel. Okay, in where? With any oxide or sulfide? Yes or no? We will be using oxides and sulfides in the non-stoichiometric semiconductors. Now I am taking a transition metal, that is nickel, with the combination of oxides. Okay, that means what I will be getting? Nickel oxide. Nickel oxide. If you see the first, the oxygen will be containing -2 and nickel will be having +2. So this is our the general thing. Now in these compound cations say Ni+2 in nickel oxide is missing from the lattice side. Okay, now who is missing from the lattice side? Oxygen or the nickel? Nickel is missing from the lattice side. So to maintain electrical neutrality, the nearby cations gain the extra positive charge. Okay, to maintain the electrical neutrality, what we are doing? The other electrons will be gaining extra positive charge. Say Ni+3. Okay, so Ni+3. See the diagram. Now see, if you in this place, what should be having now? Before Ni+2, it should have, but it is not having. That means what we have there? A defect. Yes. Now if you observe the whole crystal structure or the lattice structure, what is the major charge we are having? Positive or negative? Now what we have to balance it, right? Yes. What it is missing there? +2 charge is missing. We have discussed now, like in non-stoichiometric semiconductors, we have N-type and P-type. N-type is nothing but simply what you will call it as a electron charge carriers. P-type is nothing but holes are charge carriers. In N-type, like we have seen in N-type two cases. One is anion vacancy arises. In other cases, extra cation is coming. Yes or no? So how to balance it? We have seen. Next, in P-type semiconductor, what we have seen? There we will be having a holes are charge carriers. So if any one nickel is missing in the lattice side, what we are doing? We are going to increase the cation charge. We are going to increase the cation charge in the other two nickel atoms, so that we will be getting nickel +3 so that to balance our missing nickel +2. Okay, now we have the controlled valency semiconductors. That means how we are going to control it. Okay, if you are having a conductivity like a more, how we are going to decrease the conductivity to neutralize? Otherwise, if you are having a decrease or low conductivity, how we are going to increase our conductivity to neutralize? This is the controlled valency. Okay, see in NiO crystal, that means what? Nickel oxide. In nickel oxide crystal, if there are greater number of Ni plus what? +3 ions. So if you are having the greater number of Ni +3 ions, what happens? its conductivity increases. Conductivity also increases, right? If you are having more number of in our lattice site, if you are having more number of Ni+3 atoms, what the conductivity, how conductivity will be there? It increases. Now to control it or to decrease, what we are doing? To decrease its conductivity, we are going to add small quantities of lithium oxide. For whom we are going to add? For this I am going to add lithium oxide. So the lithium will be having plus charge and the oxygen will be having negative. That means -2 charge. Okay, understood? What I am saying, the case, first case is what? If I am having more number, okay, we'll say more number of Ni+3. If I am having more number of Ni+3, how the conductivity will be there? It increases. More means it increases. So now to decrease its conductivity, why we are going to decrease? Because we don't want the fast conductivity or fast electricity. Why? We are preparing semiconductors, right? Semiconductors means what? We need a electricity like moderately or slowly. It should not conduct very fast, because our TVs or laptops, all how we want? Only semiconducting materials only. So for this case, when conductivity is increasing, to decrease this conductivity, you are going to add small amount of lithium oxide. Understood? You are going to add small amount of lithium oxide. So when you add these small quantities of lithium oxide or doped into the NiO crystal, in which crystal we are seeing this one? NiO crystal. So for every addition of Ni plus, okay, for every addition of 1 Li plus, see here, 1 Li plus, the nickel plus 3 will change to nickel plus 2. So when you add 1 Li or 1 lithium, what happens? In our crystal structure, who is there? Nickel plus 3. So it will be getting changed to nickel plus 2. Understood? In our nickel oxide,